We don't have a lot of time left, and I want to forgive the audience if I lost a couple of people because we spent a lot of time on linear and driver trace. But I got to be very honest with everybody here today. Everybody asked me that bloody question, and up until now, I've never asked it. So next time, I'm not going to bring it up. So it might be a more little lively conversation, but we got rid of that crap. It's done for 2021. We all agree now what the best traces for the irons and woods are. Now, I have a question for when I traveled, because I'm a fat old dude, and I'd always hang around with these trainers. And I'd always ask a trainer, look, just give me one exercise to do when I'm traveling, because I'm not going to go to the bloody gym and take 20 minutes to put on the shorts. And then I got to get sweaty and get a sweat. And then I got to go have a shower and all that shit. That's a waste of time when I could be eating chicken wings and going to having a beer. So why would I want to do that? So I try to make golf my exercise. And I always say to them, look, just give me one sample of something to do. My buddy sitting beside me, Rob Lance, my partner in the swing balance, they all tell me squat. So now here's the deal, because a squat's a great thing, right, Rob? That's a great thing to do. All right. So here's the question across the board, and then we're done. And I can't thank you guys enough for doing this. Rock, everybody, Clint. But we're going to start with you, Richard Hughes. What's the one pressure mapping tip you're going to give somebody? The number one. You only got one thing to tell them, and if you don't say it right, you don't get through the pro gates. What's the one pressure mapping tip you're going to give them?
Step drills.
What's that going to do for you, mate?
Help you to get a nice trace. Help you to move your pressure well. Your step drills.
All right, that's pretty easy. Eric Horvey, what are you going to do?
I'm going to have everybody get to their lead side as early as possible.
Okay, so Andy Plummer, long story short, when Andy Plummer was an early adopter, I want to tell you guys a true Chris Como story, by the way. Can I do that? So Como doesn't have any cash, and he's at Rice getting his master's, and he wants to borrow a computer so he can use a BodiTrak. We sent him a BodiTrak. We didn't send him a computer. We didn't have any money either. We said, go get one off of one of the guys. So he got one off the guys. You think Chris Como could lend me some money? Now, I think he's done pretty well learning all this stuff, don't you? Not a bad career. How do you get Tiger Woods after going from Rice University? Anyways, doesn't matter. But where I'm going with this is Andy Plummer, he would never send me the traces of his players. He's an early adopter, Andy Plummer, Chris Como. So Andy Plummer, after a while, we get to know him, and he sends us the traces. Well, sure enough, all his guys get pressure to the trail side, significant pressure to the trail side, but they get pressure to the lead side around P2, which is what we found out to be an ideal thing. I think if he had BodiTrak before he named his system Stack and Tilt, because he was right in what he's doing, but I don't think, you might not call it Stack and Tilt. They just, because the pressure does go to the trail side, it just gets to the lead side so quick. So you say, how would you get them to do the pressure to the lead side quick, Eric?
I love the step drill. I love the to the right, to the left. Your golf dance is great.
Thank you.
People to keep moving. Yeah.
Dudley Hart, you're going to get the last word today, by the way, Dudley. What would you do to a struggling golfer to get using BodiTrak? What would you get them to do? What's number one?
The most beneficial thing that I learned from it, and I'm going to steal this from you and Jake, is toes up.
Yeah, baby, toes up. Roll them toes up. The Sam Snead drill. Get the pressure from the transverse medial arch. Get it back into the midfoot. Keep it there.
I don't see many of my buddies that get to their lead heel too soon. That over rotate. You know what I mean? They get that being much of an it. Now I don't teach, but I don't see anybody that's going that way too quick.
No, I agree totally.
And it's a speed gainer for me. I mean, that drill and lift the heel and slam it down to get that feeling of weight in the heel. When I do either one of those drills, I swing it 2 to 4 miles an hour faster. So that tells you something right there.
Dr. Rock Woo, what's your suggestion?
I like to use BodiTrak to teach putting because I think this is a great tool to keep the lower body or the body more passive and letting that the shoulders rock.
I love that because it's funny we don't talk enough about that, and that sincerely I do appreciate you bringing that up because a lot of my cousins, they move around a lot on their backswing, short shots. Like They don't, it's hard to teach them not to move around too much. And so when they
I
get
agree.
that biofeedback from the BodiTrak, they see it and they get it.
Yeah. I think the short game, especially the chipping and putting, very helpful.
Owen, what do you see? What do you recommend to your, what's the just one thing? You only got time for a minute and a half with these guys. What's the one thing you're going to give them?
Impact.
Oh, love it. Impact.
Get,
How do you teach them impact?
obviously step drill a little bit. The right heel down drill.
Yeah.
Well, drill with the golf club under their trail foot. So the golf club's behind them to keep that there as they're increasing pressure in transition.
Very cool. Clint Rice, Australia, what do you do over there to get people down?
I'm thinking along the lines of a Sheftik board.
Yeah, Sheftik board, left, right, left. Left, hold, right, left. Can you explain that to us?
If you're not familiar with the board, plank with a ridge through the center so you can get the feel of the pressure going from trail to lead side. So like Eric and Richard both mentioned, one of the main differences between an average ball striker to an elite ball striker is how early they get into their lead side. So being able to train them on the Sheftik board on and off the mat, being able to measure the improvement through giving the feel of what the board's doing.
Very cool. Very cool. Ryan Rules, you've been traveling, busting your hump for the past 2 years on BodiTrak. What's the one thing you're telling everybody? Jake, I'm giving you the hammer.
Let's set up balls for them, and instead of them having walk forward, walk backward. So taking backward steps as you're going through the set, so it engages the rear side more.
That's pretty cool. What's that? What's that hitting, Rock? What's hitting the rear end abductors? What's it going on there? What's that going to hit? That's okay. Jake, what do you got?
The world struggles getting pressure in the lead side soon enough. All these fine coaches and doctors have already expressed that. So for the sake of being different, the BodiTrak is portable. So use environmental education. In other words, put it on a downslope and give them a high lofted club. And I promise you that they'll get that pressure in the lead side sooner, or otherwise they're going to hit the ball in the forehead. And if you don't have a downslope, then instead of getting them to swing the club, get them to throw the fucking thing. Seriously, they'll get the pressure in the lead side soon enough. And then they get to leave the lesson with you saying that they learned how to throw clubs, which every golfer really needs to know how to do anyways.
Now, that's something I can teach people.
Yeah, you know, somebody asked us about the BodiTrak app. It's a work in progress. It's free. We will have it more synchronized shortly. There's a lot of integrated partners today, and two of our guests today, Dr. Rock Wu and Mr. Clint Rice, Asia and Australia, respectively. They not only represent BodiTrak, they represent other companies. We say thanks to our integrated partners. We have V1, who's been exceptional with us. They probably have, no question about it, the best mobile application for the phone and the iPad in the world. We're very thankful to Steve Gould from GASP, who is one of our early adopters. He also sells GASP systems with AMTI force plates. We'll get into that another day. It's just a higher level of meaning and understanding. And God bless to Steve for giving us an opportunity to work with him. We integrate with Swing Grill, which happens to be my favorite because I just like 3D and it's easy to use, but we're all different. We all got different objectives. Clint, I believe you've also got other products that you've got. Rock, you've got heads, shafts. You have shafts too, Rock?
No, I don't have shafts. Just heads.
Just CNC, man. CNC mills, heads, very cool stuff. We also integrate with Sam Putt. That's a fairly fresh thing that we're doing as well. And we're also integrating with String Technologies, which is a flight scope integrated solution for PC Windows only. We also integrate with two more companies. Earnest Sports is going to integrate BodiTrak with their new B1 down the line launch monitor for only $550, going all the way up to their ES20. And I'm pleased to announce we just got a call this morning confirming that FlightScope is going to finish off the integration to their gear. So, guys, I'm sorry I took you down the rabbit holes but I really appreciate you taking the time because that's long and dry. This has been 90 minutes from around the world. Richard Hughes in the UK, God bless you, man. Stay at a lot. I know it's a pain in the butt, this lockdown. Eric Horvey, I want to get I don't have enough money to get to Newport Beach, but I'm going to ask my friend Dudley Hart to lend me some. And yeah, you know, Dudley, I can't wait to see you in Calusa Pine someday soon, man. Doc, I want to get to Asia one day, and we want to do a seminar, and we really appreciate your support over the years. Thank you for your business. Owen Gibbons, thank you so much, sir. Ireland, I swear to Jesus, I want to get down there and play some of them Irish golf courses and just get blind, pissed drunk with you sometime soon. I'm not shitting you, you know. And then when I'm in Ireland, I might as well go to Australia and take my son and just get more pissed, blind drunk with you there, Clint Rice. It's been an unbelievable good time. Ryan, you're coming with me, so just shut the hell up. And Jake Thurm, we really love you. And thank you, guys. This has been crazy. Sorry for the long and dry. I'm going to invite you guys all back sometime on an individual basis, but I wanted the global perspective today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, everyone.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Over and out, guys.
See you guys.
Cheers,
Thanks.
guys.
See ya.
See y'all.